Welcome to second year, guys. Let's start with the journey of second year economics. Let's go with the unit 1, that is economic growth and economic development. Let's understand economic growth and economic development in a very detailed manner. So let's start with the introduction first. Every country in the world aims to achieve a multidimensional change in its economy. Every country needs to have some multidimensional change so that it becomes a better economy in the future. It can be by reducing poverty, can be by reducing unemployment or eradicating it totally, or new technology, or just by making India movement. A social and cultural aspect through economic development is taken into effect. That is, various social and cultural aspects are taken so that economic growth and development actually happens in a country. Hence, economic development is a process, and it is not an independent process but a larger process of social transformation. It takes a lot of time of socially transforming a country into a developed country. When USA was started and it was first discovered by Columbus, it didn't happen that it was a developed country during that time. No, it has taken a lot of things to develop itself, and that's what social transformation is all about. The study of economic development of an economy is a prerequisite for addressing some policy formulation. There is some policy formulation that's done so that they can achieve what? Economic development. And economic development is not instantaneous process, guys. It doesn't happen overnight. Like we say, Rome was not built overnight. But economy is also never built overnight. It takes a lot of inputs of multidimensional changes, and that's how actually economic development happens. So this was about the introduction. Let's study a little bit more about it. It is the effort of social, political and cultural and economic efforts that takes place. There are a lot of things that's involved, such as social, political and cultural and economic efforts which is given so that an economy actually develops and prosper. In common parallel, these two terms of economic growth and economic development connote the same meaning, and there appears to be no difference between them. Economic growth and economic development, as I am also using, I am using them together, that economic growth and economic development are one and the same. But some economists had drawn a thin line of difference between economic growth and economic development. And in this chapter, we aim only to understand what is the concept of economic growth and what is the concept of economic development, followed by what are the distinction between economic growth and economic development. Just let me give you a small example. Let's take a small plant or a sapling. It grows into a tree or a big creeper. Okay, that growing, which is physically visible, that growth is known as economic growth. And when we take a small infant who is growing into a person, there are various attributes that happens. He doesn't only grows, but he has various attributes in himself, like character, his anger management issues, and other characteristics that a human has. So when there is growth with multidimensional effect to it, that is what economic development is all about. And when a plant just grows, that is what economic growth is all about in a simple example. That's it.